What up, bitches? It's the MisanthropikOne, aka Seven Sovereign, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant/review. Today, I want to talk about the latest film short that's been getting a lot of buzz on YouTube called Mortal Kombat Rebirth. And I want to give props to my nigga Mike Valone for putting me up on this shit. I'm sure y'all Mortal Kombat fans remember those two shitty Mortal Kombat movies that came out back in the day. Man, I really hated those movies, even though like I erased them from my memory. I remember that I hated them, and that's probably why I erased them from my memory. But Jesus, this Mortal Kombat film short totally shits on those two movies. I mean, it's so funny how a 8 to 9 minute clip could totally dominate those two movies. It's ridiculous, and I want to give props to the director Kevin Tancharoen for filming this film short, and I want to give props to all the actors that were in it too. Kevin Tancharoen, you know, he has an interview on this site called Collider.com, COLLIDER.com. I'll leave the link for it down there so you could go listen to it. And you could tell that he has a passion for Mortal Kombat. You know, he talks about how back in the day he would go to the mall and just spend all his quarters playing Mortal Kombat, studying the characters. You know, he just fell in love with Mortal Kombat, and he felt that those two movies did not do Mortal Kombat justice. And it didn't. Let's be real, you know what I mean? And I love this guy, Kevin Tancharoen, because he proves my point. Something that I've been saying for years with these comic book and video game movies, you know? You need to have a passion. You need to be a real fan to even consider putting some of these movies out. You know what I mean? Because y'all know, look at Marvel Comics, some of the movies that they've been putting out, some of the shitty movies that they've been putting out the past couple years. Same with video game movies, you know. You gotta be a fucking fan. And thank you, Kevin Tancharoen, for saying what you said in that interview, you know. He said that one of the things he said was, you know, when you think of Mortal Kombat, you think of, you know, violence, blood, gore, fatalities, stuff like that. Those two movies did not, you know, deliver when it came to that. It was just so watered down to please everybody. And no, that's not what Mortal Kombat was all about. Mortal Kombat was a rebellious video game. One of the first ones to actually, you know, have blood and killing and shit. You know what I mean? Just over the top violence. And he wanted to have a movie that signified that. And this little film short really does. And he filmed this in hopes of, you know, like a major company such as like Warner Brothers would provide him with the budget to film a feature film, you know. And he already has a script written out. He says he doesn't want it too over the top. He wants it somewhat realistic, you know. He says that he's still going to incorporate mysticism, you know, with powers and whatnot. He says he just doesn't want it too over the top, which I understand. He says, you know, like with special moves, if you're constantly doing special moves, they're not that special. You know what I mean? So he says he wants to save some special moves for defining moments, which I totally understand, I totally respect. And Guys, just go watch it and you'll see exactly why I'm excited. You know, I want to see a feature film. I hope that Kevin Tencherowen gets a chance to put his dream on film, because his dream would do Mortal Kombat justice, really. And go check out the film clip if you haven't. I'll leave the link for collider.com so you can listen to the interview. It's really great. And just want to give props to Kevin Tencherowen, give props to all the actors that were involved, especially Michael Jai White. Y'all might know him from Spawn, even though I didn't like the Spawn movie, which again proves my point. Like, it shouldn't be left in Hollywood's hands. But I like Michael Jai White. He's a great action star. He was also in Undisputed 2. What else might you know him from? He was in that Tyler Perry movie, Why Did I Get Married? And he was in the second one too. So, and all the other actors, thank you for donating your time. They did not get paid for this. They did it for the love and also for the exposure too. So, gotta give y'all props, alright? So, hope this shit hits the movies. Thank you, Kevin Tencherowen. Please check out the clip. Listen to the audio interview. That's all I gotta say, alright? So, leave your love. Leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe, alright, bitches? One love.